Hello, beautiful souls. My name is 𝓘𝓲𝓼𝓮𝓵𝓵𝔂𝓛𝓸𝓿, also known as Love Dove. I am an intuitive health and wellness coach, a hypnotherapist, and Reiki master. I currently am transitioning into my spiritual healing practice. Currently working for Allstate 9 to 5, and I kind of wanted to share my experience with you as far as like transitioning into full-time, like a full-time business, just to kind of shed some light on that topic. But this video, I really wanted to make it a little bit more about my journey since I moved here to LA and become a little vulnerable to sharing a piece of my journey that I haven't really been like fully blown out open about, because being Aries, it's really hard for me to allow myself to be exposed in the sense of achievement. And I think this is a really stepping stone for me to kind of just let that out of my system and just move on forward with full support of myself, my spirit guides, my angels. This is something that I really just feel guided to share, because I feel like a lot of you soulpreneurs, entrepreneurs can absolutely relate. So I'm gonna break this up in maybe 3 topics. My thoughts and ideas about LA. If you guys watch my second video on YouTube, you guys will definitely be like, yeah, she did not know what the heck she was talking about. Yeah. The second thing I want to talk about is the pandemic, and the third is how I failed in my business as an entrepreneur. Remember, I made a video some time ago when I first moved. I was totally in denial about pretty much the vibe and how people are here in LA. Before I moved, everybody's like, oh my God, why are you moving there? People are so selfish and self-centered and this and that. And I'm like, nope, I refuse to believe that. I don't believe that. Although I can't say that I haven't met amazing people that are currently in my life now, that I've become friends with and that have become really important to me. But now I see what people were talking about. People, okay, especially in Hollywood, and it's just the whole kind of ego-driven desire for success and fame and this and that. I think that's what people are talking about, because I have noticed that here in LA, people are very much business-minded, business-driven. They're about their money, they're about their connections, they're about how can you help me get ahead where I want to go? What I need to say about that, not to defend people who are this way, but I really do feel like there is a lack of genuine connections in between people. Like it shouldn't, in my perspective, be what can I get from you so I can get where I want to go. It's like, how can we help each other? Like, how can we both grow and learn out of each other's experience? Like, hey, if I have something to teach you or to help you with, like, why not? You know, like, you help me, I help you, we both grow, we both make a connection, and it's all about the perspective. Like, you can see it as like an ego perspective, like, hey, like, you know, like I just want to get something from you. Or you can see it as like, hey, you know, like, let's grow, like, let's connect and see what we can do together. So that's my take on that. And I feel like a lot of it too has to do with the whole idea of like Hollywood, materialism, a lot of people who feel like they have to fit a box to be able to fit the environment that they're in, and they're not allowing themselves to be genuine because they're afraid to not be accepted. So now that I think about it, instead of thinking of it like, oh my God, people are selfish, people are this, people are that, like, damn, like, we should really like try to help and to be our most authentic and genuine self, so we can shed light for others who might not be happy with who they are, and that's kind of why they are the way that they are. It's really sad, but I've managed to know the people that are coming into my life that are kind of like meant to be in my journey. And then there's the people who you meet who are not in your energy and are not in your vibration, and they're not meant to be in your journey. And I think that besides judgment, besides putting people in a category because of the geographics of where they live or the environment that they live, we should more than anything be more accepting and be more compassionate. And in the end, you don't have to let people that don't match with your energy in your life, and it's not gonna happen. And I feel like a lot right now we are also going through soulmate reconnections, and our soul families are coming into our lives, and we're just coming together, growing and expanding. It's absolutely beautiful to allow ourselves to connect with people, because if you kind of are afraid to be yourself and you're not really being accepting of who you are and allowing your authentic self to show, you might be missing out on connections that you can potentially use to help you in your journey and to connect with, because genuinely connecting with people, it's the most beautiful thing that anyone can ever have. The number 2 thing I pretty much that I wanted to bring out is the whole pandemic, right? Since I moved, it's crazy that I moved. Okay, so I moved here to LA about almost 8 months now. I moved here in December, and I pretty much, like, it's crazy because I came and then the pandemic happened, and then everything's just like, like, oh my God. So I pretty much moved here. I grabbed my little Honda Fit. I filled it up with all my stuff. I left the Bay Area with my cat, and I said, I'm out. I'm gonna go start my business, do this, do that, la la la. I came and I was surprised to kind of just see it all in my mind and realize, like, wow, I'm actually a great manifester. Like, I manifested a Reiki room in Long Beach, inside of a tanning salon. At that time, I had joined a World Financial Company, and I was driving Uber because I had quit my job at State Farm back in San Francisco. So I kind of just said, you know what? I'm out. I'm gonna go start my business and make it happen. Yeah, it doesn't happen like that. And then this kind of goes just back to like the whole to the third thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, and it's how I failed. And I'm saying this failed because it's not like I failed and like I quit. I kind of failed to realize that to be able to have like a space, like for you to be able to be fully grand opening. First of all, I didn't even know about like grand openings or pre-warm opening or whatever these things are called. So I literally just dropped everything with this crazy, and then I followed my crazy idea to just start my own business because I refused to work in something that I just did not enjoy. So I got all this place set up, and I'm just like, all right, let's do it. So now that I realized, like, and then this person that was gonna rent the room for me was about to allow me to actually do like a la carte, like per customer kind of thing. But I did not realize that, first of all, I need a marketing system in place. I need clients. I have this amazing room set up, and I don't have clients. So here I am with my crazy ass, like thinking, oh yes, I'm gonna quit my job and get my business started. No, you need clients before you quit your job. You need to have clients, and this is something that I hope that resonates with someone or can give you that light in your head to kind of realize that things are not as easy as they seem. And if you're fire sign, you're gonna relate to this, especially because fire signs, is like, speaking about myself, We're very passionate about what we love, and Aries in particular are very impulsive. And that's, I think, one of the parts that I'm like mastering within myself, to kind of know when to act, when not to act, and when to stop and pause and plan better. So when this pandemic hit, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I felt like a total failure, because I didn't even realize that, how am I gonna get the clients? How am I gonna get the rent to pay for this place? Like, whoa, like, I'm trying to afford my rent, and then the guy that was renting the room for me was like, oh, I need you to pay me $800 a month by the end of April. Like, what? Like, no, this is, and I totally got triggered. I totally questioned everything. I'm like, oh my God, why did I move here? What's going on? The pandemic's happening. Ah! Oh, it's just crazy. So I totally backed out. I'm like, forget this. I'm not doing it. I literally from the place, I brought it home, and now it's sitting here in my amazing, cute living room, and I am absolutely happy about that. But I took all my stuff out. I quit the World Financial, and I'm just like, I'm out. Like, no, this is not happening. I'm like, not gonna do it. So I just stayed home. And I felt so isolated, guys. I went through like a tiny dark night of the soul. Like, I literally felt depressed. I woke up and I had no energy. It was really bad. Like, and I think a lot of you guys, if you guys are entrepreneurs, can relate to my experience, because it's so heartbreaking to have such a huge drive and passion to do something and not have the experience for it. And it took me so long to be able to fully accept that and be okay with it. And then, you know, understand that it's okay to fail. It's okay to not not know. It's okay to kind of allow yourself to take that fall, so then you have a better idea on, okay, how am I gonna improve that? How am I gonna make it better? How is it gonna happen? And you know, that kind of just goes back to a lot of the times, like, we don't really allow the universe to kind of deliver when the time is right. And because we are so ego driven, because I can certainly say that I was ego driven, like, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this job anymore. I'm tired of working for State Farm. I'm gonna quit. And I did, and I left. And now it's like, because I was so forceful, because I was pushing it so hard to happen, I ended up having to learn after falling straight in my face. And it's just that idea, like, you know, when we don't allow the compass of our soul to lead, to take us to where we need to go, we often end up having to go through these lessons. Whenever something is for you, it won't be toxic, it won't feel pressured, it won't feel heavy or stressful, it won't be resistance, it'll just flow and happen. So I went on unemployment, because soon after that I ended up getting a job at State Farm. See, the universe is funny like that. It's like when you still have unfinished business somewhere and you refuse to follow your path and you want to take a shortcut, you'll end up right back where you started. So I basically worked at State Farm for some time. Things didn't go well, because then everything got shut down, and I just went on unemployment, and then I kind of just sat here depressed for like a month and a half or so. Anyway, so I learned that all that stuff that happened to me are just lessons for me to kind of outgrow and be able to take a better stand this time around. I am so lucky to have been able to have an opportunity to work for my old agent for Allstate back home, from home. So I'm working from home, and now I'm just really learning to master my discipline, to learn structure, and to be more patient with everything. I have a lot of things in store. I have a lot of plans and ideas that I'm like just starting to cook up in my head. And now I'm at the point where it's like, is this a good time or is it not? Should I wait? Like, it's all within time. And I really just hope that you guys resonate with this video and that you guys join me in this crazy journey of mine here. And I just hope to really share with everything that I'm doing and all the great, amazing things that are gonna be coming. So with that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys hit the subscribe button and join my soul family. Hit the, what is it? What do people say? The ring, the little bell for notifications. Yeah, so I really, really love you guys. Hope that you never forget to sing in that.